Just say a little quick something real quick.
Say a little quick something real quick. Alright, well, we just pulled up to Florence, Alabama. We're by the dam. Somehow there's only one other boat here, so I don't know if this is not the main launch or something, but we're gonna get a bunch of stuff rigged up. I'm not well prepared yet, tackle-wise, for this tournament, so figured we'd start at the dam, just see if that was a deal or not. Either get it in my mind or get it out of my mind. The current is pretty strong right now, so figured it might be good today, but we'll probably spend at least half the day kind of trying to figure out this area of the lake just to see if it's going to be a player, and then we'll kind of go from there. But there's a lot of big smallmouth down here on the Pickwick Dam, so we're going to try to catch a few of those today and see if that's what we'll do for the tournament, see if it's an option. It's all going to be kind of current dependent. So today and tomorrow it's showing that the current's going to be pretty good at the dam, but past that you never really know what they're going to do. So just something to keep an eye on, but got a bunch of tackle to rig up, so let's do that and then we'll get out on the water. Well, we just got a new shipment of triker rods here, so they literally came in right as we were leaving, tossed the rod tube in the boat. But these are the brand new Trica 10X series. This is their top of the line rod right now. They've got the 6X, which was their top of the line, but now they've made an even better rod with the 10X. So I think the retail on this one's like around 450, 500 bucks, but just premium components on the rod. You can tell that that blank is a high quality blank. This is the 7-foot medium, so this is what I'm going to be using for minnow fishing. So might get a chance to test this out today, but I mean, this thing is super light. It's almost like you're holding nothing right here, so that's pretty sweet, and it seems to have about the same action as that 6X. So looking forward to trying this one out for sure. I think I've got like a 610 medium light, a 7.3 heavy. I've got two of these 7-foot mediums since I use these quite a bit for a bunch of different things. But looking forward to trying these guys out, the new Trica 10Xs, and then they've got a bunch of other ones, but these are just the ones that I wanted to try here right off the bat. Alright guys, we just made it out on the water, got a few things rigged up. Like I said, we're going to kind of focus around this dam area looking for smallmouth, so got a swim bait, a scrounger rigged up. We'll kind of have to see what the layout of the lake is looking like out here. I've never been up to this area of Pickwick before, so we're going to take a look at our deep dive app here real quick before we get going. So we got Pickwick Lake up here right now. For what I'm doing right now, the main thing that I'm going to want to focus on is this current flow. So right now, the current flow is at 88,000. Earlier today, it looks like it was at almost 100,000. So the current has been flowing pretty good. Earlier in the week, though, it was on the lower side. It went all the way down to almost 5,000, and now it's in the 80s to 90s. So if that stays consistent for the tournament, I would think these smallmouth would bite pretty good, but that's just something we're gonna have to figure out here. The best areas is the next thing that I'm gonna look at. I've got it right now under post spawn. I have a feeling most of these fish have kind of already spawned, and so it's showing the upper end in the main river, and that's exactly where we are. So this is kind of the section that we're gonna focus on today, especially looking for those smallmouth, and then that's what I've got, the bait tool and the mapping tool under a smallmouth. Once we move it to largemouth, it shows us the mid-lake. So that's gonna be more of where all the ledges, the main river channel is gonna be. So that's something that we'll definitely check either tomorrow or the third day of practice, and figure out if I'm gonna target largemouth for this tournament or smallmouth. But today is a smallmouth day, so we're gonna get out here and see if we can figure out how to catch a few of those big Pickwick smallmouths.
So what's cracking?
Nothing yet.
Are you sure?
I haven't caught any that I'm aware of.
We'll have to go back on the tape and check.
Might have slipped by me, I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, it's not what we want. Oh! Dude, I thought it was a big smallmouth at first. Huh?
That would have been cool.
Yeah. God. Is it another drum? What the? Yeah.
Is that a smallmouth?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a little smallmouth.
Yeah. Wow.
Little tiny smallmouth. First fish of the day.
Wow.
What time? 1:30. First fish. We started off at the dam trying to catch big smallmouth. That didn't work. So now we're mid-lake trying to catch largemouth or smallmouth, but I was kind of targeting largemouth, and that's the first bite we've gotten.
Let me see.
We're on them.
We're on. Got the juice.
Alright, well, we're heading back to the ramp. Today we got on absolutely nothing. Tried a million different things and just never settled into anything, so I'm gonna regroup for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go back up towards the dam section of the lake, but just kind of fish like the lake, river, whatever you want to call it, not the actual dam tomorrow. Yeah, fish probably go up there and fish some of the stump fields. See if I can catch some largemouth, maybe some smallmouth, get out on some of the rock piles out on the main river, just kind of switch things up, because this mid-lake section, for whatever reason, didn't seem to be all that good today. So probably go up there tomorrow, see how that goes, and then the last day, depending on how tomorrow goes, we'll probably fish on the other end of the lake and make our decision from there. But today was a bust, but at least we eliminated a bunch of things not to do. So hopefully tomorrow we can get into something and figure out what we're going to do for this tournament, because right now it's not looking too good, but it's only been one day of practice, so not too worried about it yet. Well, day 2 on Pickwick. Starting on a marina, see if we can get on a shad spawn. I'm going to run a few areas that I think the shad might be spawning first thing in the morning. Especially since we got this fog. If this will kind of last for a little bit, it should give us at least an hour or two of potential shad spawn. So I'm going to run a few places, see if we can find that, because that'll be a quick, easy way to get a limit if there's some fish feeding. I've already seen a few shad popping, so I think they're around here. It's just a matter of whether there's going to be bass feeding on them or not. So start off doing that, and then I'm going to run upriver and start fishing up there.
Oh my God.
Definitely some shad around here, and that was like a bass that probably blew up over there. Got one. Not to be a non-keeper. He's still not a keeper.
How big did I get here?
15. He's like 13.
Man.
Got one. Uh-oh. Another fun keeper. Look at those shad going crazy out there. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, little guy. Got one. I think he's a spotted bass. Yeah, he is. Yeah. First keeper. Stop. Looks like a 2-pounder. 25 hours later. Nice spotted bass. This is only my second one of the day.
Yes!
It's like a 3-pounder though.
Yes!
I would call you during that.
Yes!
What's up, YouTube?
Catching a bass with Norby.
That's right. Hey, all I had to do is call.
I just needed some fishing with Norby.
Yes!
That's funny. Is that a good one?
Yeah, like a 3.5-pounder.
There you go. There you go.
Well guys, that is it for day 2. Had a slightly better day. At least we got some bites today, but still not the greatest practice day. Caught that 4-pounder off of a stump, but I fished a ton of them and only caught some other small ones, so I don't think I'm gonna run that deal. And then we came back towards mid-lake and I ran into the back of a pocket and saw a bed that had 2 that looked like about 2.5-pounders and then a big female. The big female chased my frog out. I think it was like a 4-pounder. Could have definitely caught it, but just reeled my frog in. So started running some more pockets, got one more frog bite, and then a couple other pockets that didn't catch any fish out of. So I think tomorrow we're gonna launch at the Pickwick State Park down by that dam and go look at a bunch of the pockets through there. That's where I've caught them in the past. So we're gonna go look through some of those because right now it doesn't seem like I can really get an offshore bite going. So might just be stuck running pockets and trying to figure out kind of that deal. So that's what the game plan is for tomorrow. Hopefully we can figure out a way to at least have a decent finish in this tournament, because so far things have been tough this practice. So one more day, hopefully tomorrow we can get it done.
All right, boys, we're here. About to go rip some lips, baby.
All right, day 3, out here super early so we can try to figure out a shad spawn today. Hopefully we can get on one and catch a few fish off of it, because the bites have been few and far between. So if we can find a shad spawn to at least get our day started in the tournament, that would be nice. So I'm gonna go hit a few spots here while it's still pretty dark out, and we got a little bit of cloud cover, so hopefully that'll give us a good opportunity to find something. But we're just gonna run a few spots real quick, see if we can stumble on something.
Right at the American flag too, baby. Yes. Are you kidding me? Good job, buddy.
Nice smallmouth. See if there's some more down there.
Yes. Dude, I had a feeling right at the American flag it was gonna work, bro. Did you feel that too? Biggin?
Yeah. Might be white bass.
Huh?
White bass. Oh no.
It is?
Yes. Oh, what fun. starting spot.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, baby.
Put the camera up because it was raining a bit, but we just caught a nice largemouth off of marina. So been running a bunch of shad spawn areas. Hit a couple marinas so far and definitely shad around them, but didn't get any bites. Just pulled into this one and caught a nice largemouth. So see if there's any more of these around.
That was first cast, wasn't it?
No, it was a couple casts.
Oh, okay.
But at least we're getting some bites today, guys.
You. Got another one?
Got another one. It's a little bit smaller. Let's see. He would may not be a keeper. No, he wouldn't be a keeper. He's 14 3/4. They're on this marina.
Wow.
That's a good one. There we go.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome, bro.
Another good one, guys. Looks like this marina deal has something to it for sure. It's another solid one off the edge of a marina wall. So it looks like that's definitely a pattern that we might be able to run in this tournament. A little bit of rock first thing in the morning on a shad spawn, and then obviously the shad are spawning on these marinas. So it's overcast today, so the shad spawn will probably last a while, and these fish probably just hang around these marinas just with all the shad on them. So definitely some good fish around. This is the deal.
This is the deal, baby.
Another close to 4-pounder. Definitely on these marinas.
I gotta see them catch that great white.
Do they have like a huge rod and reel?
Yeah.
They got it like buckled into the boat or something?
In one of them rod holders.
So they're just sitting there reeling?
Yeah.
Hold on. It's not a bad one. First flipping bite. Solid 2, 2 1/4.
Big one? Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me?
We got boats all around.
I know, dude.
Good one. Well, today was a major turnaround from the last 2 days. Finally got on some fish, so that morning shad spawn, that's gonna be the deal. Hopefully we can get on that both to 3 days of the tournament, first thing in the morning. That's really where I'm gonna be able to get most of my weight for sure, and then it kind of turns into a grind for the rest of the day. So caught a few decent fish fishing on some offshore stumps, but I had to fish a lot of them to even get bit. So I feel like I might be able to catch one doing that, may or may not, don't really know. But at least I've got a few options going into this tournament, so feel pretty good about it. I mean, it's really going to depend on that morning shad spawn, I think, for me to put together a good bag, but I feel like those fish should stay fairly consistent, and found a few spots to do it off of. So all in all, decent practice. Feel like I should be able to have a pretty good tournament with this one, so stay tuned, guys. This one should be pretty fun, especially if we can get on that early morning shad spawn. So we've been throwing the Happy Trailer in white pearl shad, so it's just a perfect little shad imitation with that just straight white jackhammer and the white pearl Happy Trailer. Hopefully that's what we catch most of them on this week.